I saw one.
See?
In a cartoon.
It goes all the way back down. Now this tool, if you know what PSI means, on this tip right there, if I was to go to close it all the way, it has 22,000 PSI. 22,000 pounds of pressure right there. So the cutter they're going to cut the roof off with, it's got 22,000 pounds of cutting tensile strength, which is a lot. This here tool, we can set it up and it will pick the back end of that fire truck off the ground.
Wow. That's a good example.
So they're going to use an axe and take the windshield out.
Because remember, he said there's a piece of plastic in between these layers. Wow, that's special glass.
So if there was a patient in there and we were taking them out, we would put a blanket over their head and we'd have a firefighter inside there talking to them, telling them what we're doing because it's quite loud. As you can tell, you're already traumatized because you're inside of a car wreck. So we would have somebody sitting in there telling them what we're doing. That's we put a blanket over them. Yeah, it's really hard to do it without getting glass. So now what he's doing is he's putting a relief by the hinge, so he'll get the spreader in there and be able to pop the door off.
There you go.
They got to be able to, you got to be in a safe zone. Anywhere near the tool is not safe. So now he's using that spreader I was showing you.
And that's the jaws of life?
Yes, both those tools are considered the jaws of life. Quick story on that. This is what we call a single core line. There's one line, a lot of them have two lines. Inside that hose is two liners. One is pressure, one is return. So it's all one line. You can actually throw that on the ground and run with it and it doesn't get kinked up like the other ones do. That's set up just the pump and one tool is $25,000. And it's actually updated now that they have battery packs. There are no more pumps if you want to go with a battery. Yeah, there you go. And eventually you'll hear a pop. He'll go in further, and they'll spray it even further. So what Norby's doing now is grabbing the door so it doesn't swing, fly out. And the little pin where the door latches is called a Nader pin. It's from Ralph Nader. If you know who Ralph Nader is, that's his pin design. So that's what's holding that door right now, is just that little pin. Yes. On a lot of the older cars, they're even harder to take apart. They'll actually rip the metal instead of breaking the pin.
Wow.
Like that.
Okay, now the door is loose. So now what they're going to do is if we have to get the patient out, we don't have to take the top off, we got to get the door out of the way. So now they're going to cut the door off. And those two tools there, we can actually cut that car in half and make it fold. The tow truck company doesn't like us when we do that because it makes it really hard to load the car. And if we were on a scene of a real accident, it was at a bank or anything, we would pop the tires so that the car won't roll. And we would chalk up the car, put blocks on it so the car won't roll. It's not going to go anywhere here because the car it won't come out of transmission. So that door probably weighs 80 pounds plus. And you'll see when he gets out, it'll be just shooting right up. That's the cutter there. The cutter's got 22,000 PSI. There are bolts now and some of the Subaru, there's a bar that goes across the door is for inside impact, that we actually can't cut with that. It actually, when you get it, it'll either break the tool or it shatters the metal. The metal actually fragments and springs out. Yeah.
I hope it never happens.
I hope that will never happen.
We aim for 5 minutes cut out. Get the patient out. 5 minutes is running time. That's what we want.
I thought you were ejected.
Guys, the door.
So, see the hinge? That was the hinge. That's what that tool did. Cut it. Okay, thank you.
Wow.